That is what your Republican senators, those 18, did to you, America. Remember it. Remember it when Republicans going around thumping their chest, talking about changing this town when they are neck deep drowning in the swamp.
Logical response.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. This Logical Response, a little show I put together to kind of highlight some of the stuff going on in the government, following some congressmen, some senators to show what they doing for us, what they not doing for us, what they could be doing, what they might be doing, and mostly what they not doing. But I can say what they are doing, right now especially, is screwing the country. Now, we got some more Chip Roy coming up, but before we get into that, I just want to say I'm not going to ask anybody at all to hit that like button. I'm not going to ask anybody to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But without further ado, here comes Chip.
The real problem is that we are funding a whole alphabet soup of federal agencies that are demonstrably not doing their job, but more importantly, are demonstrably targeting the American people. The Department of Homeland Security is getting $3.2 billion more with no policy changes required. And in fact, unbelievably, with restrictions on how that money can be used, it may not be used for security. It may only be used for processing more people. That is what our Democratic colleagues, and unfortunately, a sizable block of Republicans, believe is a good use of your taxpayer money. Hey, guys, the Department of Homeland Security is doing such a crack job of securing the homeland. They're doing such a great job at the border. Hey, let's give them some more money to not secure the border, and let's restrict it from being able to be used to do any of the security that the line Border Patrol agents actually want to do their job. There you go. That's what you got. And what happened in the Senate today? What happened in the Senate today? I'll tell you what happened in the Senate today. Blunt, Boozman, Capito, Collins, Cornyn, Cotton, Graham, Inhofe, McConnell, Moran, Murkowski, Portman, Romney, Rounds, Shelby, Thune, Wicker, and Young. 18 Republicans who campaign on fiscal responsibility, who campaign on securing the border, who campaign on balancing the budget, who campaign against the swamp, who run commercials saying they're going to change this place, did the swampiest thing you can possibly do. And that is to vote for a 4,100-page bill they got just yesterday, not knowing remotely what all is in the bill, because it was cooked up behind closed doors with no appropriation meetings, jamming it over a new House Republican majority, doing it intentionally to prevent us from being able to debate and vote on how we're going to fund Ukraine, how we're going to fund our own national defense, how we're going to fund non-defense discretionary spending, and ensure that we use that money to secure the border of the United States. That is what your Republican senators, those 18, did to you, America. Remember it. Remember it when Republicans going around thumping their chest, talking about changing this town when they are neck deep drowning in the swamp. When they are emblematic of everything wrong with the swamp. Remember it. Remember it. I don't like saying it. I've got friends on both sides of the aisle, and some of these 18 are my friends. But you know what? John Adams and Thomas Jefferson had a pretty testy relationship because they fought over the way this country should be run and be set up. We are hired to fight for the people we represent. So I'll be damned if I'm going to give a rat's rear end whether I offend some of the people in this godforsaken town because I dare question, regardless of which party they are in, regardless of who they say they're friends with or who they campaign with. I'll be darned if I'm going to be cowed into not calling out what you see unfold before you with your very eyes.
So there you have it. We got Republicans screwing us just as much as Democrats. It's like I say all the time. These career politicians, they campaign a good campaign. They say what needs to be said to get their votes. And then they just do something totally different once they get into office. There's not too many of them that are actually trying to do the work to get America back on track. Not trying to represent the people they're supposed to represent, which pisses me off. It seems like there's nothing we can do about it, but there's a lot we can do about it. If we could spread these videos around to show people exactly what they're doing, people won't vote for them. We'll get some new blood in there, and we can get some change when we get that new blood in there. I'll leave that up to you. That's all I got for this one, y'all. Thanks for watching. And be positive. Peace.